Will the American Republic fall like Rome's? This is a question I've been asked a lot recently, and I'm glad to be finally answering it because I've been thinking about it for literally years. One of my favourite areas of comparison is the sudden, almost accidental expansion of both republics within a almost unfathomably small time frame. Rome is often said to have conquered the world within a single lifetime, and that's not far off the truth. At the beginning of the First Punic War in 264 BC, Rome was a pretty insignificant Italian power. By the end of the century, however, at the end of the Second Punic War, they were the de facto lone superpower of the known world. America also had a similarly stunning rise. At the beginning of the Spanish-American War in 1898, they were an isolationist regional power, but through seemingly by chance, by 1945 they were a world-spanning superpower. You might be asking at this point, how does this good fortune weaken these republics? Well, we need to remember that the Roman Republican institutions were originally designed to govern and give representation to those living in a small city-state. This is obvious when you remember that you had to physically be inside of Rome, standing in the Campus Martius, a space of only about 2 square kilometers in size, to vote in the yearly elections. It took a ruinous civil war to even give the rest of Italy the right to vote, and even then, the practicalities of going to Rome to vote was difficult. Could you imagine how impossible it would be for a Mediterranean-spanning empire to be given representation in the Roman Republic? The same could be said about the rest of the Republic's institutions. They were simply unsuitable for a world-reaching empire, and simply could not adapt fast enough to fit its new role. And in fact, to be honest, it would be unreasonable to expect any state to adapt so quickly. America isn't so dissimilar. How could one expect a government designed in the 18th century, when the fastest moving thing was a horse, be suitable to govern a technological, world-spanning hegemon? The representatives of the people, the Congress, is supposed to debate about going to war, but in a world of nuclear weapons, where civilizations can be destroyed within minutes, the system of checks and balances has completely broken down, and now the president can destroy the world with a proverbial press of a button, eliminating the people from the conversation entirely. And there's so many other destabilizing parallels, such as the influx of wealth leading to inequality, the loss of the middle class, loss of traditional values, decadence, welfare-reliant urban poor, ever-increasing political polarization, extremism, the loss of respect for republican institutions and traditions in constant wars and emergencies, etc., etc. If placed on the Roman timeline, the American Republic probably has about a century of life left. However, there is one huge difference that throws this comparison off completely. Political leaders in America don't have private armies, and we haven't seen political violence erupt in the Senate. So although the American Republic faces many challenges, we haven't yet reached the point of the late Roman Republic. Or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below.